calling in from beautiful Fort Mill, South Carolina. Good morning. Hey, before I get started, I also have to make one more adjustment. I got to get a phone number. So I'm going to unmute a phone number. I'll read your phone number out. Tell me who you are, who your enroller is. I'll unmute your line. There you have it. You just heard your line is unmuted. Your number 636-734-6996. Good morning.
Good morning. This is Deborah Avery.
Hey, Deborah, who is your enroller?
Sandy Lawson.
Sandy who?
Sandy Lawson.
Do you know who Sandy's enroller is?
Chuck Williams.
All right, fired up. Welcome to the call.
Thank
All
you.
right, well, everyone, I don't know who else is guilty of this because I know some of you are, and I'm hoping I'm not the only one. But I stay up until 2 a.m. watching the most amazing World Series game I think I've ever seen in my life, offensively speaking. Ended up in extra innings. The game was 12-13. 12-13. There were so many back and forth, so many home runs. I think there were like 7 or 8 home runs in that game. It was just unbelievable. And I said to myself when I turned off the television last night after watching that game, I'm like, wow, that was great. I'm glad I watched it because that's going to go down in history. I said, I am going to be paying the price for that tomorrow morning. And here we are paying the price. Nonetheless, good things to talk about. First of all, I want to mention a few things. Tonight, we are going to do a Zoom overview tonight. The Zoom overviews, for those of you who are not familiar with them, it's a way for us to disseminate the information about what our opportunity is all about. We're going to do it tonight. That is going to take place at 9 p.m. It's going to take place at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. During or afterwards, only for the people who are on it, we will disseminate free enrollment codes for your people. So free enrollment codes will be given out for those of you who haven't been with us for a while. You don't know what free enrollment codes are. They're codes that are given out. So when you're doing enrollment, the person you're enrolling gets to enroll, and the membership fee is waived. And so it's not one word. They're individual specific codes that are going to be assigned to each of the memberships. That's the first thing. The second thing is that Express University. Oh my gosh. So much excitement about Express University. And rightfully so. We've got a lineup that's probably the best lineup we've had at Express University. It is going to be, you are going to learn so much. You're going to have at least minimum of a combined 150 to 200 years of experience in networking, communicating with you. So there's a lot of experiential knowledge that's going to come your way, that's going to help you to determine and make some decisions regarding what your business is doing and how you're doing your business, hopefully to make it more effective. And it will be more effective. I haven't seen one of these Express Universities yet where people leave and are not fired up and their business starts to explode. It's going to be, if you're used to going to Celebration or NYKO, which you should, certainly invest in those corporate trips. I will tell you, next to those, it's probably one of the bigger events next to those. But certainly, this has more of a capacity to give you a home feel and an acceptance feel because there'll be less than 700 people there. So it'll be a good time. For those of you who are coming for the first time, and for those of you who are making this your first event in the history of network marketing in your life, I promise you it'll go down as a memorable experience which you'll never forget for the rest of your life. And so today we're going to have an opportunity to honor some people and to recognize some accomplishments. So if you have anybody in your team who's done anything, I don't care if they've enrolled the first person, I don't care if they just became a consultant, a manager, or whatever, because I've got some people.
Invalid option.
All of you an opportunity to recognize your people just by pressing spot start on your keypad. So if you're on a cell phone, just press the number 5.
Hand raised.
It'll give us an indication that your hand is raised and you'd like to recognize somebody on your team. And we'll certainly go ahead and unmute you so you can do so. We're going to start down in morning.
Good morning, Herb. Good morning. Yes, it was a fantastic game last night for sure. Herb, I got somebody to recognize because the power of the binary comp plan, the reordering of, every 29 days, he accumulated over 1,400 holding volume, but he had a minor volume leg of over 7,000 because of his team growing down his minor volume leg. And recently lost his consultant status and just regained it. And, having a binary comp plan, he cycled 24 times, $1,295, and he had no clue where this money came from. One time he's been in network marketing or multi-level marketing at other companies before and never made a dime. And he said, how did I do that? I said, you really want to learn now how a binary comp plan goes? This is a car salesman in South Carolina that moved from New York that basically is owned by corporate America, just had another new baby, four kids now, and he's just like, I've never expected this kind of money. And he had no clue how it came in.
That's awesome. That's awesome. I mean, come on. You know what's going to happen with a situation like that is they're just going to be able to reflect back on that little card that came in the mail that says you have over $1,200 on it. He's going to say, John, how do I continue to do that? So that is awesome. Keep up the good work, especially with a new person like that. Let's go to St. Louis.
Line unmuted.
Good morning.
Good morning, Herb. We are fired up, and I just want to add on to what you said about Express University. Celebration this past year was the best corporate event I've ever been to in my 20-plus year career, but Express University was the best event I've ever been to, period. Absolutely love it. Can't wait to come in November. We're promoting it as hard as I've ever promoted any event in my life. I want to recognize this morning several people. Jasmine Kim out in California has been pretty much adopted by Kwang Soo out there in LA. And that's one of the beauties of the Cepeda team is there's people all over. They're not in your personal enrollment team that will help you build the business. Kwang Soo's been working with Jasmine Kim. She personally enrolled 2 people on a double PIB this week. One of the people she enrolled a couple of weeks ago just went consultant. Her name is Allison Choi. And we believe there's going to be great things in the Korean American market through these ladies. Very, very fired up about that. Also, you heard Deb on here earlier. I'm not going to say anything about her because I think Kip and Sandy are going to say it, but I just want to recognize Kip and Sandy Lawson. Second time that they cycled 5 times, a $250 bonus for them. And great things are happening. We're just fired up. Look forward to seeing you in a couple weeks.
Forward.
Of course, the next year is going to be Korea, South Korea. And it's one of the biggest markets in the world, and we're going to have a fantastic time with the explosion of that market. Let's go to Rhonda. Rhonda England, good morning.
Good morning, Herb. I just want to recognize Carol Layton, who made manager in the last couple weeks, I guess. But anyway, I was just remiss that I didn't get her recognized earlier, and she's just on fire and leading her people really well, learning to be a good leader, and we're both learning together. It's wonderful to lock arms. She was in my wedding 31 years ago, and we're getting to do this together now. It's great.
Oh, that's awesome. That's awesome. Congratulations. Let's go to upstate New York, Dr. Virginia. Dr. Virginia, good morning.
Good morning, Herb. How are you?
Good.
I would like to recognize Master Thomas Kay. He is a Taekwondo master here in Albany. He started about a week ago with his family, and over the weekend he enrolled his wife and his 2 adult children, so he just did consultant, and he's very excited to use the program for the health benefits and share it amongst his clients and friends, family, and Korea.
Here you go. Speaking about Korea, oh boy, a lot of excitement. You'll see that a year will go by real quick, and you'll start to see that the next greatest thing is going to be that opening of that market. It's going to be unbelievable. Notwithstanding the fact that the opportunity is biggest in the United States, you can't overlook that. I mean, we are the biggest market in the world, and our market penetration right now is almost nothing. So, still remain excited. There's an old saying in networking. It's think globally, but build locally. Think globally, but build locally. And that's never been more true. Let's go to Sandy. Sandy, before you You recognize who you need to recognize. Tell me where you're calling in from.
Hi, I'm Sandy Lawson from St. Louis area. I'm on text team.
Okay, good morning, Sandy. Go ahead.
Good morning. And I was just really excited for Deb Avery. She made consultant last night and double CIB, so I'm so excited for her.
All right. Hurry up. There you go. Another one. All right. If you have anybody else to recognize, 5-star, raises your hand for that recognition. I'm going to jump in right now and recognize a few people because there are some people worthy of recognition for the week ending October 24th. The first one I'm going to recognize is a brand new Crystal executive, and that's Daniela Moro. Daniela Moro, brand new Crystal executive. We also have a brand new 1-star Golden Circle executive, and that's Lee Brewster. Guys, the executive level should be, or make it, though I don't want to shit on any of you, make it a goal for all of you. That's 5 people that you enroll on the left will get 2, and 5 people that you enroll on your right will get 2. So brand new 1-star Golden Circle executive, and that's Lee Brewster. Congratulations, Lee. Congratulations to a personal enrollee of ours for hitting 2-star Silver Circle Crystal Director. 2-star, that's 20 cycles, and that's Janice Gresser. Janice Gresser. Congratulations, Janice, for hitting 2-star Silver Circle Crystal Director. Also, congratulations to Cindy Loeffler. Cindy Loeffler, brand new director. Congratulations, Cindy. Congratulations also to Shelly Balba. Shelly Balba for brand new 1-star Silver Circle Director. Also, congratulations to Jennifer Ainsworth, brand new Crystal Manager. Congratulations to Maria Martinez, brand new Crystal Manager. Congratulations to Benjamin Yu, brand new Crystal Manager. Congratulations to Crystal Yanwang Chung, brand new Crystal Manager. Congratulations to Brian Kemp. Brian, brand new Crystal Manager. Congratulations to Danley Xing, brand new Crystal Manager. Congratulations to Wenquin Lee, brand new Crystal Manager. And congratulations to Nereda Cortez, brand new Crystal Manager. So, there's a couple more that I gotta recognize because these are interesting too. These are interesting developments. Brand new, listen to this. 3-star Silver Manager. Guys, 3-star means the person is cycling 40 times a week. 3-star Silver Manager, and that's Debbie Langston. Debbie, congratulations. Also, congratulations to 2-star Silver Manager, and that's Joe and Diane Ames. Joe and Diane Ames, congratulations. So, guys, lots going on. There continues to be lots going on in the organization. Be progressive and be proactive with what we've got. I mean, it's exciting right now. I've never been more excited about what's going to happen with Isogenics in 10 years. Personally, Patty, I don't know about you, but I've never been more excited about, seeing the progression of the people, seeing the evolution of the teams, seeing leadership start to grow. We had an opportunity to meet with some leaders. There were some things going on that needed to be hashed out, and we met with them on Friday. It was just an unbelievable experience when you get that many dynamic personalities in the room, and they're not always thinking alike. They're not always on the same page, and there might even be some personality conflicts. But when you bring people together, that's what people do in big businesses. And this is a big business. Sometimes things like that are necessary, and it was a blast. We had such breakthrough in that gathering. Why? Because it needed to be done for us to get to the next level. What happened there needed to be done for us to get to the next level. And it comes at certain times with certain teams and certain groups, and it's always a pleasure. It's always a pleasure to walk into an environment with leadership that you recognize are, just unbelievable leaders. some people that we recognize, Patty and I always say, we always want to build a team with people who are bigger and better than us, because we got into this business for freedom. That's what we got into it for. We didn't get into it for anything else but to set ourselves free. Network marketing and success in network marketing requires a degree of duplication. Always has and always will. You've got to be able to duplicate not only yourself, not so much exactly what you do, but the success that you have. And maybe even more success for the people who are in the trenches doing the duplication. If it duplicates, you will become successful. If it duplicates.
And that's one of the key things. And I you asked me as the time. The time is now, and I get excited about that because we're now reproducing. Well, we've always been reproducing, but we're going to see at a major level. Those of you, especially, it's exciting for me to watch that have plugged along, and have been consistent and persistent over time. Now I'm asking, hey, let's pick up the numbers. And here's why I say that. It's all numbers. People think they're doing the very thing that we're saying to do, but in reevaluation of what they've done, they're realizing, what, they're not really doing the numbers to the level that you just really, and it really boils down to sifting. You're sifting for gold, and and I've said this a gazillion times, if that's the number, that people get more excited about the people they see coming on their team than anything else. I mean, what John Machado shared with that person who, consistently over time, that's what all auto ships. They want to put them on a 30-day auto ship. They don't mind. They know that there's a little glitch there in the system, that if you put them on a 29-day auto ship, that you will in fact cycle every 3 months. It adds up 100. So the fourth month you're getting one cycle, and that's exactly what John saw happen. And we see that. That's why I said, hey, make sure you're going through your organization, and it doesn't matter if you've enrolled them or somebody else did. If you went to your back office and see them in your back office, then they're on your team, and that matters. So you want to reach down and let them know this is going on. The person who brings the major volume into your organization may not be somebody that you personally know. Let's think of Betty Lawgren. Betty Lawgren was in our upline, and we were enrolled from somebody from Betty Lawgren. There's many people removed, came in through a coaching client or an inside crevice of a leg, had 2 full teams to build. And, of course, Betty Lawgren reaped benefits of that. Didn't matter. Now we're friends and we love each other dearly. She loves us, right? She's like, I prayed for you. But the thing is that we went on to build, not to make anyone else money, but we saw this. And the result is these people benefit from it. She had built up volume from another set of millionaires on her other side to teams. So the key, you don't know where it's coming from. And so that's why it's important to make sure you take ownership of everything you see under you in your back office. And when people are new coming in, when we build the way the geese fly, there's 2 legs to build. As people start to come on their team leg like that, because you're helping them to build as a team in one direction, what happens is that they get more excited, in my opinion, about seeing that than anything else. Well, what does that mean? So you're coaching them through the system, and you're as you go in there, I just noticed you have this many people on your team. What does that mean? And then you answer that and say, well, it means this. And you can actually put money. Well, they're on your team. You decide to do something. You want to make money here. This is banked money for you. And, if you're new and you don't know how to explain that, get somebody to help you. But it is truly consistent, persistent, continuous action. Tonight we have a call. Herb and I will do a Zoom call. And that Zoom call is going to be spectacular because we're just going over the basics. We're going over, and this is all it involves as far as getting in front of people with your information. It's your story. What were your feelings? Skepticism. How did you feel? Oh my goodness, I didn't think it was going to work. And insert all feelings. They're feeling all those same feelings. That's why I say just share what was on your heart. But what I found after that was, I can't believe I'm not the same person. I couldn't do this before. Now I can do this. I took off this many pounds and inches. I went from a size 16 to a size 8 in a record time. Whatever your story is, and remember, it's not always just weight loss. That's why when we get together, if you're willing to do this as to get together with people locally in your area, that is the beginning of the explosion that built this team for Herb and me. We started, it was like, We didn't know any other way to do it. We didn't have a Zoom. And when the people came over, and then the first week we just go through our story and excitement about it. And again, remember, there's nothing that replaces enthusiasm. When you get this, well, how can I become enthusiastic, Patty? I'm not like you. Here's how. Listen, start to write out and exactly envision yourself having this unlimited income stream that allows you the freedom to do whatever you want whenever. Let's paint the picture. Imagine being able to do whatever you want whenever you want. Pick up the phone, order plane tickets for you and your family and whoever you want to order it for. Go down to Disney, whatever you want to do. I mean, think of the freedom, the ability to take a cruise. Listen, this is something that's so awesome. The ability to have freedom, guys. That freedom to spend with the ones you love. I encourage everybody, if the availability is there, to do it. I was so happy to hear even one of my own sisters who's not even in our business, but I think, people hear about this and the beautiful times that people have and the memories made on cruise ships, and took her whole family, and she decided, to take her whole family and their families and everybody else on a cruise. And I was so happy to hear that. And that's because they could do that. But you know what? There's some of us that would love to have that opportunity and just haven't been able to establish themselves to the point where you can. This is the type of opportunity that affords that. So if you can just start to think of things that just really excite you. Maybe it's, I don't know what it is for you. Maybe for now it's just, you want to be able to have the freedom to sow your energy and time into missions or what are volunteers. I don't know. Maybe it's to give to Make-A-Wish, to cause somebody's wish to come true, which is something that we as a team have done a very, very good job of doing. Well, I don't know what it is to you. Maybe it's a boat. Maybe it's a car. Maybe it's the freedom to have things, which is fine. Just remember, we are here to support you every step of the way. And that's why we're doing these Zooms. So Monday's Zoom is going to go a little bit more product focused. I know Dr. Tony was available, but I think he's available Wednesday. So I'm going to reevaluate when we're going to have him or somebody on. We don't really need a whole bunch of people on, but I know you guys get all excited about that. What I would rather you start to realize and get excited about is the fact that, obviously, especially we're doing it tonight. Well, obviously, we have a track record that we know how to go through the exact information that's necessary for the new people to hear so that they can make a decision. So I would, if I were you, I would be packing tonight's Zoom. You just get the link and you text it to everybody you know. You go into your back office, you text it to everybody you can find a phone number to. If you can't get a phone number because, I guess you got to get to, I don't know if it's 2 or 4-star to get everybody's phone number, you can ask people who enrolled you. Listen, do you mind if I reach out to people on my team? Help me get these phone numbers. Or I reach out to those people's people. And just say, I just want to, it's just an information overview, and it's really awesome technology. This Zoom, they can actually watch. These are top incomers in this company. And just kind of their story is so spectacular. And say something positive. If you want them to get on the Zoom call to watch us, you want to say something positive about the experience, about us, what we've done. It's like I go down the street. There's a church building, one of the fastest in the world, that's growing 5 minutes from our house. It's like I can't help but respect the guy and the fact that this thing, and I love what he's doing in his spirit of excellence. You do something to excite people. Almost every time I go there, I'm bringing somebody else, right? So the thing is, the same thing is here. Like, say something. Look, these people haven't changed. They're making millions, and they're whatever, or whatever you feel is going to motivate them to get on. Write it out and have the intent of why you're calling or reaching out, or write it out in a text, something brief. Get them there. And again, nothing replaces a phone call where there's excitement and enthusiasm in your voice. There really is nothing that replaces that. What you have to be disciplined about if you're going to make a phone call is not to go on and on and on and on, or get them to, take over your call. I remember as a young one in this industry, my early 20s, I was trying to sound very professional. I did all these things where I had them call a recording, and Hi, my name is Patty Smith. I'm returning your phone call in reference to the business opportunity that you left your name and phone number on. I'm calling to ask you a couple of questions. And I was, with the other guy who was just new at all this also, learning that the important piece of this phone call was to have the intent. What's the intent? The intent was to get him to come to an overview. What was also very important was that I had control of the conversation, not them. If they start asking a whole bunch of questions, guess who's in control of the conversation? Them, not me. So that's the key, is if you have something written out, if you're going to call people to invite them, to have them over your house, what I was starting to say before, those people who, you invite a whole bunch of people, guys. That's why I say I personally invited over 80 people and less than 20 showed up to our first overview at our house. And it was everybody, parents of kids I coached, our neighbors, anyone I could think of that I knew that was in my remote area because I was doing it from my home. I invited over, and it was urgent. It was like I had 100 people to call in the next 3 minutes. That's how I sounded. So they knew better than to start to try to ask me questions about everything, because they could tell I didn't have the time. That's one of the key things. And the reality is, the way I roll, that I didn't really have the time. That's why I set this up. Well, what is it? Can you tell me more? I would love to. However, that's why I set this up. I'm reaching out to a few key leaders. I thought of a few key people, and I really would love for you to come because it's mostly visual. I want you to be here. I'll have information for you to take home afterwards, for you to review and make yourself an informed business decision. But one thing I'll tell you, Jack, is you're going to thank me you came. Same thing applies for tonight's Zoom. One thing I'll tell you, Jack, is you're going to thank me that I called you. You're going to thank you because the time is now. Get that verbiage. The time is now. This thing is set to go explode from small to big. And not that we're small right now, but yet we're at a point in time, like I said before, where critical mass is we're going to go from small to so much bigger, so much faster. That's why almost daily there's people going to corporate from other, major leaders in our industry getting involved. And I'm not saying just focus and go after network marketers. You don't have to do that. You absolutely do not have to do that. That's not something that a matter of fact, I'll point this out. We enrolled our first perceived, because it wasn't really a strong networker who had any strong background, but our first perceived networker, if you will, when we moved down here to the Carolinas. Everybody else, and then that wasn't even a real strong network. The first strong networker that we brought aboard finally was Susan Miller. Now, I personally had reached out to her when we first got started, and you may know her story. She was the former Blue Diamond alongside of ourselves in New Skin International, with our first rodeo, and that company has a stair-step breakaway compensation plan, which is very difficult to duplicate. You have to really evaluate the whole thing. So a lot of people say that we had a following or think that we had a following. We didn't. We didn't enroll networkers. We did not. We built with the people we had, and we taught them, which is what we're doing on these daily calls with you. We hope, with our hope, we're realizing we're rising you up with such knowledge to learn what this industry is and what it isn't, and how to do it in a classy way where there's no attachment to outcome. You're not pushing yourself or your product or your opportunity on anybody. We're teaching you to listen. What is it that they want? Speak to that, but then have zero attachment to the outcome. If you come across needy, you're coming across as a salesperson. And I know sometimes maybe, I do need money. Maybe that's, but if you allow that to come out, it's not something that is an attraction. So I'm going to encourage you to always, from an abundance mindset. How, Patty? How? Well, look, I was $160,000 in debt. Our kids didn't know that. Our kids didn't know that. We didn't go out to eat. They didn't understand, why are we selling our bikes out of the garage to people? Why are we selling things? They didn't have to know all those reasons. Why didn't we go out to eat when all their friends were going out to eat? Why didn't we get the bouncy bounce that the kids down the street got? Why didn't we get the ice whatever you call those things, for the birthday parties, the kids down the street. Why have we got the box cakes going on for their birthdays? And they've got this elaborate spread. And, I did not allow myself to compare myself to the Joneses. That wasn't what this was all about. And I believe that a lot of people attempt to keep up with the Joneses down the street at the expense of themselves and their families. So that's just like a warning that's going out. Guys, if you just work within your means and you get involved with something like this and you work hard, what's the hard work? Reaching out to people. So tonight's goal is you just go, Jack, let's just count something. Going from small to big, you got to be on and be creative. If you're like, oh my goodness, I'm just through with all my, go on the internet. Social media is a huge place for you to start to reach out and meet new people. So with that, Harvey, I don't know if you have any music or any last words.
The name of the game is urgency. That's the theme of what all Patty just said. It comes down to urgency. Times have changed. You're not going to do the same things you did 10 years ago. We didn't have the social media. We didn't have the technology, the cell phones, but same thing applies. There's still urgency that applies. Tonight, 9 p.m. Eastern Time, Zoom presentation. Free enrollment codes will be given on an individual basis. So make sure you get on there. And I will tell you, we've got about 30 seats left for Express University after getting 50 more last night. So they're going. So get your people and get your seats to Express University. We'll see you there. Go out and ask yourself today, everybody, who can I help today?